Question 2, the function f of x equals x raised to the 1/2 power is transformed to get function m. M of x equals x plus 1, all that raised to the 1/2 power plus 2. What are the domain and range of function m only? So really we're only looking at this bottom function. This top function, we're going to go ahead and graph it too though, and have them both in our graphing calculator just to compare the two, just in case we can't get all the information from that purple function that we need to. All right, so let's go into y equals. Let's clear everything out from the previous problem. And then the parent function is x raised to the 1/2 power, or you may remember that x, anything raised to the 1/2 power is the same thing as the square root. So we could also type this in as the square root of x. These are going to give me the same picture. So you'll see when I graph, I'm only going to get one picture. You only need to type one in. But we graph it. And the reason I like to type in the parent function is because we can clearly see this has kind of an anchor point, or it starts at the point 0, 0. And if you know your shift rules, you know exactly where this plus 1 and this plus 2 is going to shift that anchor point. And that can be helpful because if we only graph this function that's in purple, this m function, it can be a little bit tricky with the pixelated picture in this graphing calculator to see exactly where that graph starts. So I'm going to go back to y equals. I'm going to go and clear out this one here. And then I'm going to type in the m function, x plus 1 raised to the 1/2 power plus 2. If you get a little confused with the shift rules, this is helpful to see. You can tell from this anchor point, the original anchor point at 0, 0, this other anchor point, we've gone up 2 and left 1. So we've gone up 2 and left 1. So it starts at the point -1, +2. In fact, just so we have a kind of a clear visual, because now I think we're ready to go and answer the question they're asking. So the m function looks something like that. Starts at the point -1, 2. So now the question is, okay, what is the domain? What is the range? Recall domain refers to the x values of the graph, and x values go left and right. Well, we can see clearly that this graph does go right infinitely. That arrow tells us it's going right infinitely. So this makes sense. They've got half of the domain for us. It's going to the right forever. But it's not going left forever. What is the leftmost x value? Well, the leftmost x value is -1. So that's our domain. Our range, those are the y values. Y values we know go up and down. So same thing as the other problem. This graph is going up forever. It's going slowly up forever, but it is going up forever. So again, that's why the highest range value is positive infinity. The lowest range value is right here at this point. And again, it is the y value at this point. And that y value is +2.